Hi, this is Todd with Todd's Dodge Garage back here with you once again. I apologize, it's been a little while since I've gotten some videos out. I've been really busy with work and the restoration business. What we're going to be doing, this is going to be a multi-part video series on actually my own car. This car I want to prep to get ready for Hot Rod Power Tour next year. I've owned this car since I was 16 years old. This car is what really started my business and got things to where they're at today. So I've been in the process of detuning it, making it more streetable. I had a little mishap with the door. The paint is 25 years old, so I'm freshening it up. I have a new interior we're going to put in it. But today's episode, we're going to be focusing on the do-it-yourselfer and door repair. Whether it's right, wrong, indifferent, that's fine. I am not a professional body person at all. I don't do paint and body, so you and I are going to be learning together. If I make mistakes, that's fine. Feel free to leave them in the comments. I am not a professional YouTuber. I don't do this for money. I just simply do this to show how a do-it-yourselfer may do this. This is how I'm going to do it. It's how I was told to do it, and so we're just going to proceed that way, and we're going to learn as we go. So with that, we're going to prep this door. I had a little mishap, so the door handle got dented in here. We're going to do some body repair and hopefully get this straightened out. So with that, we're going to grab a sander, kind of prep the area, and then we're going to start with the hammer and dolly and see if we can't get it straight. So hang on, here we go. So we're just sanding the area here a little bit, and again, I don't know if this is the right order to do it in or not, but I wanted to get it kind of feathered out so I knew what I was working with. Maybe you do the body work first and then sand it. Feel free to let me know. But this is done. It is what it is, and we're going to keep moving forward. I don't know how all that shows up on camera, but we have taken a lot of the dent out of this. We're getting it pretty straight. We're going to have to glaze over this. The metalwork is not perfect with hammer and dolly, but I am much happier with how this has come out. We're going to keep working it for a little bit, but I think we're getting pretty close to the glaze coat here. think we're going to call that with hammer and dolly. That came out really straight. I don't know how well it shows up on camera. I did consult a body person prior to starting, and I'm just kind of following their instructions on this. And we're using my car as a guinea pig if a do-it-yourselfer can knock a dent out. This was a pretty big one that happened, but I think it looks pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and keep sanding because we're getting ready to glaze over this now. I think that looks pretty good. What we're going to do now is go ahead and mix up some mud, and we'll get this glazed on here. All right, so we've got the door prepped. You saw me work the metal the best we can with what we have here. I think it's good. When I went to the paint supply place, they gave me this two-part final finish glaze mud, and they said after you do your metal work, you apply this over, feather out your paint. We went ahead and waxed or greased the panel already. We're going to go ahead and mix this up and put this on. I do want to say, if I already didn't, this is the first time I have done body work. I am not a body work person or paint or anything. So I literally went up to the paint supply place and asked them what to do and how to do it. Everything that I do is mechanical and electrical on these cars. This is my own car, And so we're learning together as we go. If I make a mistake, the worst thing that happens is I have to start over. I'm not too worried about it. So hopefully we can make it look good. The panel feels good. I think we've got the dent within reason. So now we're gonna mix up the mud, as they call it. And they said when you mix it, kind of knead it into itself. You don't want to get air bubbles. So they sort of showed me how to do it, kind of like this. Don't pick it up, just put it on itself and keep going like this until it's a uniform color. I said, okay, I can buy that. That seems fine to me. We're going to have fun with this one way or the next, whether it comes out good, bad, or indifferent. We're learning. I always like to learn. Something new I'm trying. Really what I'm trying to demonstrate is, if I can do this, and it comes out, I'm happy to help people do it or answer questions. Kind of part of my business. I just don't do the bodywork portion. But this is really geared for the do-it-yourselfer. So for the do-it-yourselfer that's never done it, we got to learn somehow. So here we go. It seems to be a uniform color. I don't see any air bubbles in it. Looks good. Let's bring it to the edge so you can work it. Okay. Maybe I didn't mix up enough. I don't know. We'll find out together. Put it on and walk away. Okay. Maybe I'm applying it incorrectly. That very well could be. I hope not. It seems to be sticking. I covered up my hole. That's okay, I guess. We know where it is. We can find it. There's the hole. Okay, well, we found it. I think we're going to call that good at this moment. Just let this harden up, and they said then it should just scrape off. It's doing something. It's getting hard. So we're going to work on another panel here. There's just a little dent on the fender. Years ago I leaned on it and put a little dent. So as long as we're doing some body work, we're going to go ahead and sand this and fill it and just kind of keep going on this car. Try to get her a little bit straighter. All we're trying to do is rough up the surface. The paint is fine to leave. There's no rust. So we're just trying to rough up the surface to give the body filler something to stick to. So we're going to go ahead and start mixing that up and get ready to apply it. Here we're using the same filler. And we're just going to mix it, just like they said. And if you're wondering, the paint job on this car is 25 years old. So I'm not too worried about scratching it up. I'm considering a complete repaint on it, but first I need to do, you know, the body work and get things taken care of, get it straightened out. Like that mishap on the door and the fender dents. I may try to just mix this color and have it blended in. We'll see. But right now I'm just trying to do body work, teaching myself. I'm a do-it-yourselfer when it comes to this, and we're just going to see if we can get a result that is satisfactory, really. Okay, that came out pretty good. No air bubbles. We're going to sneak over to the door and maybe just put another coat on there. We've got a little bit left over. It sets up fast. That's okay. There we go. And those bullet holes are just a decal that I put on years and years and years ago when I was a kid and drag raced this car. So we're just, you know, getting my car. I've owned this car for over 30 years, and we're just kind of freshening it up. Again, getting some dents out that have happened over time, some mishaps. The car does not need to be perfect. I just want it to look good. And again, we've been detuning it. I've got an entire new interior that's going in the car. Solid dender, carpeting, floor, trunk, everything, seat covers. So it's going to be a multi-part episode or series on what to do. I also want to touch up some on the back A-pillar where the paint is bubbling, and we'll get to that shortly. So we're going to let this set up, and we'll be back with you here. Okay, we're back with you here. The pillar has set up, and now we get to what they call lock it out, I guess. So I've got my sandpaper, and now we start sanding like this, blocking it out, or roughing it in, and we just continually change the sandpapers to feather it in, and then at some point here we'll put a guide coat on. Or he called it a shadow coat at the paint place, and then you sand it until that tells you if you have any low spots. So I'll keep sanding this, and we'll be back with you. This is another area where the paint was bubbling up on the car, right in here. No damage, so I just went ahead and feathered it. I thought I would, you know, save you the boredom of watching me sand it and feather it out. I'm just going to put a metal surfacer on there to protect it, and then a primer surfacer. So I will get that done and then be back with you. I've got the door initial sanded. I'm running out of time for the day. I think I've got to put one more slight coat on, and I haven't sanded this yet, but I will be back with you tomorrow for sure. And we'll continue on our project of kind of just freshening up the body on this car, getting a few nicks out of it and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in a metal prep, and we'll be back. Okay, so we have it in metal prep, and it looks really good. I'm not going to touch it, but you can kind of see the edge there and there, but you can't feel it. It's completely feathered out. Perfect. And again, I don't know, you know, if I'm applying this stuff right or wrong. But you know what? I think once I put the primer on it, the epoxy primer, and sand everything and get the car ready for color. I think a lot of this overspray material will go away. A lot of that just wipes off anyways, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna mess with it. The door came out. I mean, you end up sanding off about 90% of what you put on. The door handle goes here. I actually filled up my hole. I gotta make the hole again. That's right there. So I'll take a drill from the inside and very, very, very carefully make that again. I'm gonna fit the door handle, see how it fits, but as far as what I can feel, it feels really, really good. I mean, there's a little low spot here. Maybe I need to sand more because it feels smooth. Well, anyways, I'm gonna keep going, and I appreciate all the support and the positive comments I've gotten so far. Again, I'm gonna flip the camera around here. I am not a professional YouTuber. I don't claim to be, never did. Todd's Dodge Garage is just about my own cars and helping others out, show along the way. I do own a business that I work on these, but this is my own stuff. So I am trying to show that the do-it-yourselfer, like me, with minimal resources, can get a fairly good finish. We are not going for body shop, professional restoration, tens of thousands of dollars car. I already did that once with this car 25 years ago, and it still looks good. It just needs some touch up. And I did some stupid things. I caught the door handle on the hoist and oops, well, what do you do? Okay. So we're just kind of fixing some paint flaws, getting it better, and we'll get it in color. So until tomorrow, this is Todd's Dodge Garage. Oh, I am getting merch made up. I'm getting t-shirts. My daughter is actually designing them. If you want to support the channel and help this so I can keep going, I put all my own resources into this. I'm working on Saturdays and Sundays when my family's at home because I work all the time. So I'm doing this on the side because I want to get my cars ready to go. So once I introduce the merch, we'll see what everybody thinks. I appreciate positive comments and any comments that can help me build and do a better job. So if there's any suggestions, you guys let me know. Until next time, this is Todd's Dodge Garage.